If you've ever been to Texas, you might have driven on I-35. Maybe it's about 5 p.m. You're heading home from work, and you've seen this guy. It's the Angry Driver from Boston JHS. Stick around. How's it going, you guys? My name is Cooper Greenberg here at Alamo Music Center in downtown San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, turn your notifications on, because we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out, and we want you to see all of it. Now, this is kind of a special video. We don't do a ton of pedal videos over here. We'd love to get more into that, but we don't get a ton of pedals over here. So when we get something cool, we like to show it off. And we've always got a lot of great Boss stuff coming in, but this is something that we haven't seen before, and it's the Angry Driver as a collaboration between Boss and JHS. Now, you've probably heard of Boss pedals, and you've also probably heard of JHS pedals, but if you haven't, it's a dude named Josh Scott, and he makes incredible stuff. He's got a great YouTube channel where he goes into pedals of his own, of other companies, and he is a shameless proponent of the fact that Boss is best. And so he is a huge Boss fan and finally got to do a collab with them with the Angry Driver. And if you want to check out, Boss put out some awesome videos of him going to the factory, them messing around with circuits, and they get very technical with what's going on inside the box here. But honestly, this is just a pedal that I've had my eye on for a little bit, and I think that it's something that you might not go to immediately if you're looking for an overdrive, but there's a lot of tones in this thing, and so we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on, what the collab is like, and then let you hear this. So Boss has a classic pedal called the Blues Driver. It's a very low, mid-range, punchy blues overdrive. And JHS has a pedal called the Angry Charlie, and it's a little bit more rock and roll, a little heavier duty. Obviously, if you're going to go Boss for heavier tones, you might go for like a DS1, something classic, heavy-duty distortion, rock and roll. Angry Charlie has some of that extra crunch, extra rock flavor, but they have found, and Josh himself has found, that running the Blues Driver into the Angry Charlie or vice versa, you get so many cool overtones and harmonics added onto that signal, but it's very touch responsive, so you can play softly and it's not going to muddy up your tone, and then really dig in. It's just an explosion of flavor. It's like Doritos. I don't know why I said that. Okay. It's not like Doritos. It's like some very artisan, kettle cooked, like maybe jalapeno barbecue, something like that. But like something that's like high end, like chips, and it's an explosion of flavor. But it's not like a cheap flavor. It's like all natural, beautiful. Okay. So on this pedal itself, your first three knobs are your level, your tone, and your drive. And the cool thing about these is they're these kind of dual-concentric knobs to where you can individually control the drive, tone, and level of both pedals that are in here, the Angry Charlie and the Blues Driver. So you can go really heavy-duty on the drive on, say, the Blues Driver, dial it back on the Angry Charlie, vice versa. You can make one a little more treble-focused and the other one dial the tone back a little bit. There are really endless combinations because on the far right knob, what you're doing here is you're choosing the signal chain if you want one or the other, one into the other, and then parallel as well. So from the far right, you can do Angry Charlie by itself, and then moving your way counterclockwise, you can go for just the Blues Driver. You can do both, which you switch back and forth with, say, like an auxiliary switch. So in real time, you can switch and change. And then come your series options. So you can go the JHS into the Boss. One click more, you're going Boss into the JHS. So it's that kind of cascading signal instead of just running both parallel, which your final choice is to do, run them both parallel, so one's not affecting the other. Truly just endless combinations, but everything in this pedal sounds good. A really fun little side note is that when you're on the Angry Charlie, your LED switch light is going to be red. If you're on the Blues Driver, it's blue. And then when you've got both on, it's purple, because that's how colors work. Very cool pedal. I'm just going to dial in some tones that I really like on this thing, but there's a lot more information out there about it. Today I'm going to be playing through a Les Paul Classic because it's red, and the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Stratocaster because it's blue, because that's how colors work. But also so you can get some single coil sounds in your head, you can get some humbucking sounds in your head, and just get kind of try to cover a small spectrum of the very wide spectrum that this pedal offers. So let's check it out. All right, y'all, so that's the Angry Driver from Boss and JHS. And what I said earlier is if you're looking for a new overdrive pedal or even getting a little bit more gain heavy, if you're looking for a distortion pedal, this kind of covers everything from what the name suggests, a blues-driven, just kind of natural tube distortion, all the way to some pretty high-octane rock and roll sounds. But if you were to get both of these pedals individually, the Blues Driver and even in like a Wazacraft or the Angry Charlie by itself, and then put them both on your board, it's going to take up a lot more space and it's going to cost a lot more money. And so you can get both of these in one casing, very heavy duty, road ready. It's a stomp box. It'll take a beating, but it's the same exact circuitry of those original pedals. So it's not like you're sacrificing any of the tone by putting them in one box. You kind of get to cover all the bases in this thing. And so I would highly recommend checking this out to add to your collection, especially if you really want to get more. And Josh from JHS denies this term of boutique pedals because what does that even mean? And he talks a lot about it on his channel. But there are some of those more, it's hard to not say boutique because that's the word that always comes to mind. But maybe smaller pedal companies or a little bit higher end pedal companies, because Boss is kind of the pedal that we all started with on our board when we first got started playing. So you kind of associate Boss with something that's very run-of-the-mill, super heavily manufactured and kind of everywhere. But first off, you can't discount Boss like that because they have always made consistently some of the best pedals that are available. But if you want to support maybe a smaller builder like JHS, this is a really great way to support somebody smaller, pay tribute to the classic, and really just kind of get the perfect edition. Hopefully we'll see some more collaborations like this in the future, but if not, this is a great option. And you can check on our website. We do carry pretty much every Boss and Roland product, so you can find a wide selection of Boss pedals. And then, like I said, this dude has the coolest YouTube channel for pedals and effects and amps that I have ever seen. I watch all of his videos. So check out JHS, check out some of the new stuff he's putting out. And if you want to learn more about this, go to our website, alamomusic.com. Remember to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Once again, you guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to learn more about the guitar, check out Alamo Music. Pat.
Hey everybody, I love guitar videos just like you do. But guess what? Alamo Music Center has another YouTube channel. You can check out all the piano and keyboard reviews that we have and see more of me. Cooper, do we have another one of those? He's fine.